Good afternoon and welcome to the final day of using this old FTV look that you've been seeing right now, and it's basically with this our mock-up channel. So, of course, however, don't forget, tomorrow that we will be having a brand new look to FTV as the new channel symbol gets their very first airing, so that's basically tomorrow. So, anyways, now, as of for me, George, I have some things that I'd like to explain about what's going to happen on the final day of using the old look for FTV. And to kick things off in a few minutes, we will be having the Bernie Show, in which the Bertie gang. Excuse me, it's the Bernie gang. Oh, sorry. Anyways, as I was saying, now, the Bernie gang, however, will be celebrating their 50th episode, and it was still going strong ever since 2020, as the Bernie gang looks back at their own early lives and career, and plus some special messages from sudden special guests, which is Georgia and No Hairbet, that's me by the way, and also the Bearsons, which is the Bearson family, So they're all here to wish the Bernie gang a 50th episode spectacular. So that's coming up next, after the break. And just a reminder that during the Bernie Show 50th episode spectacular, soon it'll be time for some cartoon fun with Mickey Mouse as we take a trip back to the 1920s, in which Mickey Mouse made his successful debut in the Mickey Mouse sound cartoon Steamboat Willie, seeing as it's now going into the public domain. So that's coming up in a couple of minutes. But right now on FTV, it's time to celebrate the 50th episode with the Bernie Gang. And we have special guests with, well, guess who?
Who is the star? It's the Bernie Star. All of the Arthur Bernie Gang. They are the one who causes chaos. They all make funny choices every day. You enjoy the Bernie
Well, there's Bernie Boy, Punch 2D, Plopsy, Mario, Two Socket, and a Policeman. Did you miss that?
Bernie Boy, Punch 2D, Policeman, Plopsy, Mario, and the Socket.
Well, guys, do you know any part of history, I guess? We just don't want to have any be like BBC too much. Oh, yeah, that's right.
As Bernie said, well, we don't want FTV to look like BBC too much. BBC too much. Oh, get on with it. Sorry. Now, as I was saying, the Bernie Show, however, will be back again after cartoon time. And speaking of which, here we go with cartoon time with Mickey Mouse in Steamboat Willie. And that's next. You're watching FTV. Now, before we head back to the Bernie Show to continue celebrating the 50th episode, here we go then, our British TV premiere of the first ever Mickey Mouse cartoon that goes into the public domain. And here it is. It's Steamboat Willie! And wasn't that a great cartoon? Mind you, that was a trip back to the 1920s. Well, never mind the 1920s, it's now time to go back into the modern world of The Bernie Show, as we still continue to celebrate the 50th episode. Right, over to the Bertie Gang. Excuse me, for the last time, it's the Bernie Gang. Sorry, I meant it's now time to head back to the Bernie Gang to celebrate their 50th episode. And now we go back to the Bernie Show.
Oh yeah, and since it's part 2 now, I'd like to say welcome back to the 50th episode spectacular of the... Okay. I'm back, boys. Wow. Boing. Rapid. Thank you very much.
And wasn't that a great 50th episode for the Bernie Gang? Wow, 2020 all the way to 2023. Mind you, that was only a few years. That was a few years after Jordan and Heather first came onto YouTube. Yeah, mind you, those were some memories though. Anyways, now don't forget we will be having another episode of the Bernie Show, and hopefully the Bernie Show will be back in its normal state. You know, as it was. So anyway, I'm sure that we'll have a random program coming up next on FTV.
Oh hey, just before I go completely out here, I'd like to say a special thanks to George's Retro channel, well, George himself, and his characters from the Bearsons, and most importantly, No Hair Bear, because we just like him a lot. And he's a good old friend of mine for like all those years. Well, probably a year before the Bernie Show started, but whatever. Well, at least we keep him and the fans going from me, and I hope we won't even stop it until the time runs out. And anyway, so thank you for your messages, thank you for your card, thank you very much for the comments. Appreciate that, and yeah, most of all, thank you. Benny, I think the logo's running. Oh, sorry about that, Danny. Oh, go on. The logo's coming. Okay, wait for me.